have a goal to have my 2023 Honda Pilot paid off
by June 30th, 2025.
It is currently sitting at a balance of $20,000. That means I need to pay $6,666 every single month for the next 3 months. So we are here to do April's monthly budget and find that $6,000 amongst other debts that also have to be paid. So let's get into it. What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I am documenting my whole life redesign, which includes me first paying off and eliminating debt, exploring or cultivating my personal brand and moving into content creation, and simultaneously while growing and scaling my own virtual private practice into a mental health empire. And I am documenting and sharing all of those things with you guys here. And today, like I shared in the intro, I have to find $6,666 so that I can meet my goal of having my car paid off by June 30th, 2025. I'm in tunnel vision. I'm focused, man. And this just has to happen for me because it is phase 1 of my life redesign. So what I am getting ready to pull up on the screen is the monthly view for April. This is the monthly view in my budgeting template. I have the month of April up, and this is just where I capture all of my bills. And I also, when I have this screen up, I also have my actual planner where I am trying to make sure that everything coordinates. I may not necessarily look at this every single day, but I do look at this every single day. So I just try to make sure that anything that is very important lands on this, the actual paper. I'm a millennial, so I'm still pen and paper type of person. So I'm actually recording this on the 11th, so it's a little late. And I know today my husband's American Express card is due. That payment is $605.37 included. Our budget started on the 3rd of April because we budget from Thursday to the following Wednesday, and the first Thursday in April was on the 3rd, and it'll go until the 30th because the 30th must be a Wednesday. It is. I'm looking at my calendar. Now there have been 3 very important changes in our budget. The first one is my husband took a new position and he earns a higher wage. Second change that has happened, I got a raise in my evening job and we have more opportunities for overtime. So I've signed up for 2 overtime shifts for this month, but I also got a raise. I have gone from $75,000 to $76,500. So I got a $1,500 raise, which I think equates to like 20 cents over the year. The third thing is that I quit my PRN job. I recently shared a short where I was quitting my PRN job, and I feel good about it. It was starting to be very stressful, and I'm just not at the point in my life where I want to be stressed by a PRN job. So I don't know what that difference in my paycheck, what that pay increase how it will be reflected in my overnight triage counselor position, but it should absolutely be a plus. And then just the additional income I do have to take out my PRN income, my husband's side hustle income. The rental income no longer comes into the household. It goes strictly into the business account. I'm still not making any YouTube income. I did get monetized on TikTok, but I have not earned a penny. I do have my budgeting template, and I was able to earn $30 last month, but I don't know. I haven't really been pushing it this month. Budgeting, coaching, income, bank transfers, and returns, they're not really guaranteed. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this out as well. And so that brings our planned income to at least $12,348.40. So when we transition over to the savings for the month of April is planned at $1,088.15. And the monthly savings accounts are the housing or sinking fund accounts, really, are our house project fund, my son's college fund, Christmas 2025 fund, my high yield savings account, my husband's high yield savings account, and then I am still contributing to M1 Finance. The amounts for the housing fund is $272.73, which I think breaks down to like $68 and some change a week. $136.36 for my husband, which breaks down to $34.09 per week. $259.06 for Christmas 2025, which breaks down to $39.76 a week. And then $200 into my high yield savings account, which is $50 a week. $200 into my husband's savings account, which is $50 a week. And then $10 every other week for M1 Finance. When it comes to bills, the monthly bills for April are planned at $2,344.61. That's with our mortgage, which has, since we changed house insurance, our mortgage has come down drastically. It went from $1,332 to $1,096.37, and that breaks down to $279.10 every single week. We have our life insurance, which is $133.26, Apple storage at $9.99, Cricket Wireless at $58, my son's instrument at $46.63, Planet Fitness at $25.05, Foremost, which is the house insurance for the rental property, which should not be included in our budget because it should come out of the business, is $121.68. Wilson Electric is $330. Auto insurance is $504.43. My son does give us some money on that. Netflix is now $19.20, and Solon membership, which is an online fitness app, is $19.99. All right, so again, that brings our planned expenses to $2,364.60. We go over to expenses, and expenses are planned at $3,300. That's with $400 in groceries, $500 in gas between two cars, $250 in beauty maintenance, $50 for my son's retwist, $100 in toiletries, $200 for household. If you're thinking, are those the same things? No, they're not. Toiletries are more like deodorant, lotion, toothpaste. Household is more like paper towels, tissue, cleaning supplies. Fast food, $200. Date night, $150. We probably won't do a date night this month. Yeah, we probably won't. Wheel spin is $150, which is $25 a week. That doesn't seem right. It should be $100. And then mine is $100. $360 in miscellaneous, $300 in tithing, $200 in car parts, $40 for my son's allowance, and $250 for special occasions and holidays/birthdays. My son does have a birthday coming up this month, and he will probably get the whole $250. And then we go over to debt. Debt payments for this month are planned at $9,232.65. Now, of course, every debt that is listed up here does not actually have a balance. Carnival Barclays does not have a balance. Amazon American Express does not have a balance. My husband's Platinum American Express does have a balance. Mine does not, because I have closed that card. Capital One did have a balance. It was $38, and we did pay that in full. So Ulta, we do not owe a balance. The State Employees Credit Union, we do not owe a balance. My Hilton American Express, I always share. I'm going to keep a balance on that card because I have 3 authorized users. My husband's Hilton American Express does not owe a balance. On Sam's Club, we may owe a balance. I probably need to check. I feel like we did just use our Sam's Club card, and we should have a bill coming up shortly. Best Buy, we do not have a balance. My PayPal, I have increased the payment to $250. My husband's PayPal is $45. City Cards, we do not have a balance. Delta American Express, we don't have a balance. I have here $6,603, and that is because I am deducting the $739 payment that I automatically pay on a weekly basis. I have calculated about $600 of that will go towards the principal, so I did deduct that, and that left me with $6,603. So far, I've paid $2,727.81. The HELOC, we do not have a payment due for the month of for the month of April. That starts May 1st. My student loans are still in deferment. I don't know why they're in deferment, but I'm gonna leave them there. I think it's because they're still debating it in the Supreme Court. Amazon Chase, we did pay $182 something. $182, I'm gonna say 90. And then Home Depot, we owe $31.39. And then Old Navy, I owe $200.48. And I have already put that payment in, or scheduled that payment that is supposed to come out on the 18th. So it looks like, now the cards that do not have a balance, we do snowball those into other accounts. If we go up here, we have negative, let's put left to spend. So if the numbers are correct, we still have $1,950.17 left over. But when it comes down to budgeting, we are in the negative $3,591.33. I don't really know how we'll make up that difference. And I'm not going to worry about how we'll make up that difference. All I know is that I feel very confident that I will be able to put the $6,600 and $603 on my card to meet my goal. And so that's all I'm focused on. I just believe it's gonna work out for me. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. And I just cannot wait until this car payment is gone. So this is actually phase one. I think I did share with you guys to lower my expenses so that I can lower my salary and use that, though, what is left over in my business to grow and scale my business, as well as to have more time to walk away from some of the other side hustles, to have more time to focus on content creation. So that is it for the April's monthly budget and our priorities or financial goals for April, which again are to apply that amount to the principal of my car, get it to 15 or below. I really appreciate you for watching. If you like this content, if you have any suggestions or any questions about how I'm budgeting, what I'm budgeting, and why, be sure to list them down in the discussion box below. What is your financial goal for the month of April? If you have any advice on anything that I'm doing, please make sure to list that below. And if you are interested in following my life redesign, which includes managing and tackling my debt and my finances, be sure to follow me here. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.